family, to the live watch-along of Real Madrid versus Kairat Almaty. Hopefully everyone's doing well. But yeah, today is a watch-along day, and then obviously we'll have the pre-match podcast. So I will be watching now Real Madrid versus Kairat Almaty. After that, I'll be watching two games at once. I'll be watching Liverpool Galatasaray and Marseille versus Ajax. Yo, what's up, Christian? Yo, I can't read that out because I can't read the Asian language. Well, let me take a look at the lineup. We have Kairat Almaty here with Kalmurza, Mata, Sorokin, Martinovic, Tapalov, Marzuns, Kasabulut, Arad, Grumiko, Satpaev, and Jorginho. And Real Madrid, Thibaut Courtois, Asensio as the right back, Dean Huijsen, David Alaba, Fran Garcia, Tchouaméni, Ceballos double pivot with Goulet, Franco Mastantuono, Vinicius Jr., and Kylian Mbappe. And yeah, Jude benched. What a surprise. What a surprise. What a surprise here from Xabi Alonso. Thoughts on Barca PSG game? Don't worry. We'll have a pre-match podcast discussing that game. And I've already discussed that game so many times, man, but just very excited. That Chelsea dude in Kairat could be some trouble. What's his name? You know, Arat is from Israel. That plays for Kairat. Oh, thank you, Badman, for letting me know. I did not know. Well, agenda started against him. Is Kvara injured? Yeah, Kvara is not in the squad. It's confirmed. He will not be on the bench, nor will he start. Kang should be surely starting tomorrow. I think he's better player than Mayulu, but I think Mayulu should also start over Gonçalo. Yeah, exactly. Barcola, Kang, Mayulu. That should be him. PSG's cooked tomorrow. You know, honestly, this Barca arrogance, it suits us. It suits us. But I don't want to hear any excuses when we beat y'all. That's all I'm going to say. If Paris Saint-Germain or when Paris Saint-Germain beats FC Barcelona, I don't want to hear a single excuse. You just have to hold it. Yo, what's up, Joseph? Satpaev, I think he's 17. All right. Bonsoir, Ribi. Mayulu hat-trick demain. We'll be there. We will be there, man. It's going to be interesting who scores for Paris Saint-Germain in this game. You know, and the funny thing is, Barca think just because we have a weak attack, we're not going to score. I mean, we're not Barca. Barca is heavily reliant on their front three. We're not. Hakimi had like 9 GA in the UCL last season. Nuno Mendes had like 5. But obviously, Nuno Mendes will do majority of the defensive work, marking Yamal. Hello, I'm from Kazakhstan, but I'm in Italy due to my region. Yeldos Sabir Bayev. DM me on Twitter. Go to Twitter. PSG_. DM me. DM me on Twitter. Oh yeah, Joseph. Yeah, I responded to. Literally don't have starting front three, so I'm not that confident. I mean, Ion, you know, that's part of the team, but that's not majority of the team. And I said this before, a lot of people are acting both about PSG and Barca like we're missing like 7 starters. PSG missing 4 starters, Barca missing 3 starters. Hello, Adam. I think the only way for us to win is not concede more than 1 goal or defense. Yeah, no, I think definitely Paris Saint-Germain will play more of a defensive conservative game. Ashraf Hakimi, Lamine Yamal will face the best left back in the world, Nuno Mendes. He's already shown that he's capable of stopping him. Yeah, I've seen that before. I saw that on Twitter. Shout out to Hakimi for saying that about Nuno, man. And now Nuno just got to pull up. But yeah, you know, again, when it comes to Yamal, there's so much PR, so people just, you know, oh my God, Yamal is going to play, he's going to cook and all of this. But obviously, he's going to be facing Nuno Mendes, and it's as tough of a test for Nuno as it is for Yamal. So I'm really excited for this battle. Yeldos, I have not received it yet. Easy win for Madrid, no doubt. Should be. But it's Madrid. It's Madrid. And they have been, you know, a bit fishy in the past 2 seasons in the UEFA Champions League. Usually they stab pad games like this, but I still think they will stab pad it, but we'll see. Was the Madrid derby a success for H-Watch? Yep. I mean, it didn't start off as a H-Watch, but when Atletico started cooking, yeah. Barca only missing 2 players from starting 11. Balde's back in the squad. Yeah, but he won't start the game. And then Rafinha and Garcia, those are huge misses. Like Rafinha, you can put him with Dembele as a miss for PSG, as a miss for Barca. But then Juan Garcia is a huge miss. I don't think Marquinhos is that big of a miss. Obviously, Due and Kvara, those are huge misses. But even like strongest team against strongest team, I think PSG are level above Barca, especially when it comes to more of a complete squad. I mean, you look at that starting Barcelona squad, and they are a lot of players you can potentially upgrade upon. You don't really do that at PSG. It's way more of a complete squad. Like, we have our midfield, we have those fullbacks, and Barca can't chat to our midfield. They can't chat to our fullbacks. So we were already at a huge advantage before the injuries. Now, the advantage is less, but we still have an advantage. Hakimi and Mendes need the link up of Due, Dembele and Kvara to be an attacking threat. Without them, I don't see them being an attacking threat. We will see Nonso. Obviously, we haven't played a game where we've missed Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, Ousmane Dembele and Desiree Due. But that's where our midfield comes in. Oh, I can't wait for the midfield, man. João Neves. The performance João Neves is about to have. If Barca win this, I don't think it'll be high scoring. But if it's a draw PSG win, there will be high scoring. Alright? I'm seeing people saying we're getting baked 7-0. Our defense and midfield is top class. It's only the attack I see a 1-0 or 0-0. Look, Joseph, honestly, if Barca fans want to be arrogant, once again, it suits the narrative. It suits the narrative. I just don't want any crying after the game. That's all I don't want. I don't want crying after the game and lies and so on. I prefer controlling the game and not scoring like we did in extra time against Liverpool than parking the bus. Yeah, I definitely go in for an early goal and then try to control the game. And then let Barca, you know, the thing with Barca, look, we're used to, from last season, in the Champions League knockout stages, all the teams we played were defensive teams. Obviously, Prem teams, they're always defensive. They've become like Serie A. Villa, good defensively. Liverpool and Arsenal were 2 of the best Champions League defensive sides in this season. Inter, obviously, supposedly good at defense as well. But now we'll face a team that's very good attacking in Barca. That's why I'm confident, because we have our backline, we have our goalkeeper, we have our midfield, we have João Neves. But this Barca team also is very, very open defensively. And we have Barcola, we have Hakimi, we have Nuno, we have Mayulo, we have so many runners into that attack. So we will have opportunities versus Barca. It's probably predictable that we'll have more chances than Barca in this game. Strictly off tactical reasons and obviously ability. I don't think Kairat wins, but I'm so excited that they are in Kazakhstan. Why they came when I went abroad. Barcola has to step up tomorrow. It's probably one of the biggest games of his PSG career. No, it's his biggest game. It's his biggest game. We've never been, Atalanta was semi-big, but we had Khvicha. This time we're fully reliant on Barcola in attack. What have you made of Xabi Alonso's Madrid so far this season? Oyas Pednakar, it's clear that it's some of a process. Xabi Alonso, despite winning the Bundesliga unbeaten, reaching the Europa League final, he's still unexperienced. We saw that in the UEFA Champions League last season when they lost 3-0 to Bayern in the first leg, and I think lost the second leg like 2-0 as well. So it's a little bit of a process, and it's difficult at Madrid. When Luis Enrique came in, Nasser Khalifa gave him the full keys. He was like, do what you want to do. You are the project. Xabi Alonso, it's like 60% project. He's been able to put Güler as the 10. He's been able to buy players like Heusen, Carreras, Franco Mastantuono, and so on. But he still has the flaws from last season Madrid, which is the Vinny Mbappe stuff, playing Jude in a three-man midfield, and so on. So I think it will take a little bit of more time. But we're seeing good progress, good positiveness. Obviously, a lot of that fell off after the Atletico Madrid. But I'm still seeing good progression for this Madrid team, and I still think they will be better than last season. Xabi Alonso just has to fully implement what he wants to play. Stop the Mbappe Vinny, stop Bellingham in midfield, and play your football. You want to play Güler as a 10, play Güler as a 10, and say fuck you to Jude Bellingham. It's that simple. But at the moment, it's very difficult for Xabi Alonso to do that. We'll be live all night. I'll be live. Which Madrid fans they're back after they beat Almaty and act superior to all teams? They could, but honestly, I don't think Madrid are that shameful. Maybe it's only me, but I like Simeone because he always has a different tactics to play different for what everyone plays. Like the Prem teams copying each other. That's true, Joseph. Ever since Pep started dominating the Prem, everybody just copies him. People say, Pep ruined football. Nah, I think it's the copycats ruining football. Why are you copying Pep? Why? Ja, what's up, Banan? Prediction. Se fram mot PSG, Luis mot Flick. Det kommer bli bästa matchen, det kommer. Pedri's Harry Potter to me. I hope he doesn't bring the one tomorrow. You know what, Kang's through ball and his passing ability will be very useful. Exactly. As a Barca fan, I'm too excited for tomorrow's game. Same here, man. But I think Flick will advise them to suffocate Barcola and then give him any space because they know Ramos and Bay, if he starts, are dog water. Ramos won't start, man. How would you react if Giangello and Janto start their game? Nah, I mean, it's impossible, so. But I'll be like, you know what? Today, the PSG Academy will show that it can hang with the best. That's what I would say. Walaikum salam, Ninja. Pigeon, do you see everyone bullying Wirtz? I don't watch Liverpool. I haven't watched Liverpool this season, but from what I've seen from some clips and from what people are saying, Wirtz has not been that well. Has not been that good, especially when you take in the price tag and the expectations put on him. Yeah, I mean, he just has to deal with the pressure better and, cement himself, be more confident. Even when I saw that video of... when they were showing off their FIFA ratings and Wirtz had an 89 and I saw his teammates' reaction. What the fuck is that, man? Jones and Soboslai just sitting there like that? Disrespectful. Wirtz should have gone to Bayern. I don't know. Same with Turkey. I don't know why individual football players go to the Premier League. Like, you're just ruining your career. In the Premier League, it's all about being efficient. There's nothing about football there. Imagine you put Pedri in the Premier League. They would start slandering Pedri after 5 games because he doesn't have a GA. Like, don't go to the Premier League. Like, it's such a filthy league. If I'm wouldn't change the tactic a bit and place in their natural position, they can dominate. I don't think he should change his tactics that much, honestly. Either sack him or keep going with him. How would Vitinha start if we came off 36 minutes versus Auxerre? He will start well. That was just precaution. Joseph, the defense, the midfield, everything the same. And up in attack, I have Cinema Yulu, Kangili, and Barcola. Even Le Parisien's predicted lineup was that. But we're going to take a look at more of that in the pre-match podcast later. I think PSG will sign Upamecano. There is an opportunity. It looks like Upamecano will not extend and will leave Bayern München for free this summer. And Paris Saint-Germain are monitoring the situation. His agent is Moussa Sissoko, the current agent of Bradley Barcola, Ousmane Dembele, and Randall Colomani and Desiree Doué. So, yeah, it should be easy. Barca fans live in their own bubble. I saw a video saying Barca is twice the player of Patron. De Jong is better than Ruiz and Neves. Yeah. Now, Ninja, I made the combined 11 both as a short and a video, and I see so many Barca fans commenting De Jong should be there instead of Fabian and Neves, and I'm like, because De Jong, you know those cycles, it's always the same cycle. It's like, have a good game versus Oviedo, Mallorca, maybe like that Newcastle away game, and he wasn't even that good. He was just extremely overrated. And then when a big game comes in as a stinker, everybody wants De Jong out. It's the same story all the time, and I hope we prove that we prove how ass De Jong is next game as well. What's the weirdest prediction you've heard about this Barca PSG game? I don't know, maybe Yamal scoring a brace. Verts, you welcome at PSG, my German brother. We're not bullets out here, we're family. I mean, Rivi, Verts would have been like Verts as like a Fabian replacement, Rivi, when he gets a little bit older. So, I mean, I guess let's hope he flops so then we can get him off Liverpool. I think we should start Lee because he can give those lob passes. 100%, Kangili should start. Do you see that Barca and PSG will meet in the final this year? No. That was my prediction for last season. This season, it's PSG versus Bayern. I know how Barca fans are setting themselves up for slander. I'm happy Barca is facing an elite side like PSG. Fair enough. You know, us as Paris Saint-Germain fans, we're not arrogant going into this game. We're very cautious. We know how great Barca are. You know, despite Barca missing some players, despite us missing some players, the game is still the game. You know, it's still a 50-50, 45-55 for either team you want to put it. But people obviously that want to make the difference between the two teams bigger are just delusional trolls that, I don't know, they think it's funny lying and acting like a 5-year-old. I've never understood that. Bellingham starts a game and they lose 5-2. Bro, can you do monkey dance? Monkey? I don't even know what monkey dance is. Wait, Mo, how do you think that attack will do? Our attack? I mean, it's barely an attack, Baran. Like, Barcola is the only out-and-out attacker. We'll basically play with 5 midfielders, with Kangi Lee and Sinimayulu. So I'm expecting us to control the game, us to control the ball, and yeah, play as a midfield. Play as a midfield with a strong defense. And then, you know, hope we can get a goal from maybe a Hakimi run, maybe a corner or something. Yeah, Jones and Soboslai talking shit about Verts is disgusting. De Jong's inconsistent and never had a season like Fabian Neves last season. I'm a Barca fan. Exactly, that's all I'm saying. Fabian, look at the Euros he had, look at the Champions League both him and Neves had. Like, at some points we have to respect it. If De Jong had the season they had, I wouldn't sit here and say that. But he's never had that. Yeah, what's up, Arin? Barca fans are too much reactionary. They all want to Rafinha gone, they all want to De Jong gone, now all of a sudden they're best player in the world. No, they're extremely tribal. Extremely tribal. Like, if a Barca fan criticizes De Jong, they're okay. But if a PSG fan criticizes De Jong, they're like, oh no, he's better than Neves and Fabian. It's like, where's this insecurity, man? I hope Yamal posts story tonight. I mean, I don't care. Do you think Bayern is stronger than Barca this season? I mean, so far this season, I think Bayern have been the strongest side in the UCL. In Europe, I mean, they've been the strongest side so far this season only. Do I think they're stronger than Barca? I'm gonna still put Barca above Bayern. It's just my prediction. Last season I predicted Barca PSG UCL final. This time I picked Bayern. So it has a lot with just feelings. But Bayern are top. Yo, Mo, we need to back Company next summer because he's making us cook with such incompetent board members in Erbil. 100% Michael, and you know, Company, I think he deserves my apology. I was very critiqueful of him, but I'm always critiqueful because I always have high expectations, especially of a big club like Bayern. But shout out to Company. Guy, you playing great football. Even last season in the Champions League knockout stages, you were a bit unfortunate to lose out to Inter despite having all of those injuries. And yes, he should definitely be backed, but I mean, Michael, I don't know how the future looks for Bayern. You know, Musiala has a release clause. Kane has a release clause-ish. Maybe Olise has one. Upamecano wants a release clause. The squad is aging. You have the highest wage in Europe, top 5 leagues. it's looking very hard for how Bayern are going to look next season. This season for me feels like a lost season for Bayern in the sense of they will push. That's why I think they will be really great in the Champions League. But, you know, with potential players leaving and so on, and them having more power than the board, obviously you have a lot of money that you can spend and strengthen the squad, buying a lot of youngsters, you know, copying the PSG model a bit. We'll see, man. But Urban has to be sacked. Yeah, obviously, I still think PSG are winning. How's Bayern not starting? He's very quick, experience and all of that. But I mean, he's barely played. We never farm. Our team just likes to relax after 2-3-0. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Once we get those Indians, Pakistanis football fans, we get so much PR and bias tags. No, we don't need any trolls, man. Unpopular opinion: De Jong in 18-19 Ajax better than Neves or Fabian ever was. You know what? That's actually the best De Jong. And it's funny that you mentioned 18-19 De Jong because, I mean, since then it's been a downfall. 18-19 De Jong, not better than Fabian or Neves. the campaign that Neves had last season, better than De Jong. And Fabian Ruiz, I mean, look at the past 2 years. Euro MVP, what he did last season in the Champions League, what he did in the Club World Cup. Shout out to De Jong, 18-19 though. Love your videos from Vietnam. Yo, shout out to Vietnam. I know about the economical problems you have, what the state is doing, taking your guys' money and making you go in for that digital ID. It's filthy. It's filthy, the authoritarian dictatorship we're living in the current world. And, you know, us as civilians, we're just losing freedom day by day. And stay strong, man. Stay strong. Yo, PSG. Yo, Ibrahim. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're doing well too, man. We need you win today. I'm sick of the Yamal fanboys, so shameless. Ibrahim, we play tomorrow. I'm doing a Madrid, Kairat, and then Liverpool, Galatasaray, Marseille, Ajax, Watchalong. Did you notice that Barca has been scoring a lot through set pieces? So if they try to dominate PSG through set pieces like headers, etc.? I mean, yeah, I did mention that in my tactical review that Barca aren't that good from set pieces, and someone mentioned they've scored like 4 or 5 this season, like Rashford especially cooking. It could be a danger, but I mean, we faced Liverpool and Arsenal last season, the best set-piece teams in the world, and they couldn't score a set-piece against us. So I think if we focus on it, they won't score. I feel our attack is going to drop a stinker against Barca. Okay. Van have Jackson as a backup to Kane. He's poor in finishing. Otherwise, starting 11 is top. I mean, why do you mention Jackson when starting 11? I wish I was born in 70s or 80s when world was more clean, where people actually feared God. How do you comment this? Marco van Basten, Osman won the Ballon d'Or, but I mean, is the best player in the world. This everyone pushing the Yamal best in the world are just very shameless. It could be Van Basten, it could be a random Barca fan, it could be a random Prem fan. It's just extremely shameless for me, in my opinion, man. Because what the Yamal PR shows, first of all, it shows the lack of understanding in football. And second of all, it just, I hate undeserved stuff. And the push that Yamal is getting of the best player in the world, it's an undeserved push. It's an undeserved push. But what can we do about it? The world is filled with lies, so I would just get used to it. Haaland and Mbappe capture Rangers, Ulisse Yildiz Barcola. Talor Glorious and Gabriel Bastoni Raya. Yeah, nah, that's a dub team. A lot of similar players. Tier prediction for all the games, so now real quick. I'm predicting Madrid to beat Kairat 3-0. I'm predicting Liverpool Galatasaray 2-0. And I'm predicting Marseille to win 3-2. Yo, what's up, Sochi? Real Madrid might enter a weaker phase like 09-10, and Nuno Mendes could be the key to bring them back among Europe's elite. Do you think they will go for Mendes in the future? I think Madrid and many other clubs would love to have some PSG players. I mean, we're basically stacking up on talent. I think they would love Neves. I think they would love Nuno Mendes. I think they would love Vitinha. We obviously extended them last season with a strong contract, so I'm calm. I think they will go for Mendes. They've already tried to push for Mendes, but at the moment Mendes still wants to stay. Good luck to you, Ibrahim, tonight versus Benfica. By the way, it's confirmed Olise doesn't have a release cost. Musiala does, but it's 185 million euros. Opa wants also by high wage. I see future bright if we play our cards right. I'm excited for Carl also, true. But Michael, do you think Herbal can do what it takes, or do you think you need a new sporting director? Who's in your mind for January Mercato? Haj Musa. I've dropped Akhliosh hype. Give me Haj Musa, man. But I would still take Akhliosh. Which striker should Barca sign next time as Leva's leaving? I like the Gorasi links. Realistic. I like the Alvarez and Haaland stuff. Yo, shout out to India, man. A beautiful country, beautiful people. Obviously, most population in the world. One of the most historic cultures. You know, built around the river. You know, so diverse. If you go to the south, the north, the west, the east. So shout out to India, man. Let's Prison FC lose, however, Ajax is in the mud. People don't know that, but our defense is much better in big games than our attack. Apart from Liverpool goal, we didn't concede. Exactly. I got Liverpool over 2.5, man. These bump better not let me down again. I can see we get Haaland after Kane. Because he was so close to join us 2021. But Michael, do you think Haaland would want to go back to the Bundesliga? I know he's playing for Bayern, it's a bit different. But I've always said after City, for me it's Barca or PSG. Because he ain't joining Mbappe. So for me it's either Barca or Madrid. But obviously you got Kane instead of us, so we'll see. You think Carlo will call on Monstro for the next World Cup? Hopefully, man, hopefully. I've seen so many games of Haj Musa, he got a lot of threat, but no bite. Akhliosh clears him. He got a lot of threat, but no bites. Wait, what's his GA this season? Let me see. I'm not going to compare it to Akhliosh, because I know that Akhliosh has been stinky this season. When he missed that pen, embarrassing. Let me see, Haj Musa. Haj Musa also doing it in the UCL, so. No, Europa League, my bad. Let me see, Haj Musa. 3 goals? I've seen like 2 of his assists on Twitter, what? Are they from last season? All right, let's get this game. All right, let's get it. Kairat Almaty. Could they win? They obviously got beat 4-1 by Sporting Lisbon, but it was away. Now they're going to play at home with more confidence. First shot of the game is for Kairat Almaty from Jorginho. Ceballos, Chouameni, Arda Güler, Asensio, Ceballos. Kairat pressing high up here. Courtois launches it. They can't bop him, man. Go up for that header, man. Ceballos. Good press here from Kairat. And that's the thing, Madrid are not going to be like... I mean, they will try, but they will not be able to press Kairat Almaty that well this game. Courtois. Ceballos. David Alaba. Vinicius. And I actually have Vini in my fantasy, so See if Vinny can cook. Mbappe goes past. Loses the ball. Alright, now I know who this really is. That number 7 with the ponytail. Courtois with the ball. Back to Dean Huysen. Chouameni. I mean, 4 minutes have gone and Madrid still haven't, you know, gone into the final third of Kairat Almaty. Struggling here, progressing the ball. Struggling. What's up from Somalia? Enjoy your content, yo. Shout out to Somalia, man. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. Madrid win a high up. Good to Vinny. Vinny goes inside looking for Mbappe. Weak pass there from Vinny. He's techie but needs a lot of experience. We ain't got the time. Fair point, Sashi. He plays like such a baller, man. Like the techie stuff he does. Vinny loses the ball. Chance for Kairat Almaty, number 7. Huysen with a good tackle. And it's a Kairat Almaty corner kick. We have to tweet. We have to tweet. This is embarrassing. Ooh, good shot. Good shot, good shot. Fran Garcia. Madrid looking to attack here. Yo, shout out to Kairat Almaty, man. Shout out to Kairat Almaty. Chouameni. That's the thing. All Madrid need is just one goal. And then Kairat will, you know, will lose a lot of hope and confidence. But Kairat at the moment playing well with the ball and without the ball. Dean Huysen. Ceballos. Alaba. Chouameni. Good ball there from Dean Huysen. Mbappe. Nothing. And you know, Madrid, it's like they've gone like 3 steps back. They were not this bad before the Atletico game. Looks so mid. Asensio. Franco. Like when it's gone 11 minutes, good ball there from Dean Huysen. This is when the leaders of the team, the great individuals are supposed to take over and take responsibility. But Vinny and Mbappe have been so mid so far. Yes, Kairat have been good off the ball. They've moved well, defended well, make it tight. But come on. Oh, Dean Huysen. Yeah, Dean Huysen, very good so far this game. Look at that, wins the ball back. Good pass there from Fran Garcia. Dean Huysen. Back to Vinicius. Vinny. Ceballos. Mbappe. Mbappe. Good defense by Kairat. And Madrid, after 12 minutes, finally get a mini chance. And it's a corner kick here for Real Madrid. Güller. Ooh! What is the Kairat Almaty goalkeeper doing? Counter-attack for Kairat. That's a foul to Kairat. Oh my days. Vinicius, man, what did I just miss? Commentator saying good pass from Mbappe as well. All right. Madrid now starting to create stuff. You know, it reminds me a little bit. Obviously, this was a different PSG, but it reminds me of the game we had versus Maccabi Haifa. We stat-padded them at home, but when we went away, we struggled. I think they scored first against us as well. But then we took over the game. Oy, 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 oy. Cross comes in. A bit too far. Oh, I've just seen the Mbappe pass. Insane pass by Mbappe. Vinicius thinks it's Di Maria, man. Asensio. Franco. Just got water in my eye. Guler. Madrid starting to take over here a bit. Fran Garcia. Vinny. Ceballos. Vinny. Dinhuisen. Mbappe. Good ball over the top to Fran Garcia. Blocked. Good shot there from Guller. Once again, Mbappe creating the opportunities here. Created the first one for Vinny. Great over the top ball here from... not over the top, over the side. Great pass from Fran Garcia finding Guller. But the shot is blocked. Barca closing in. Barca closing in. Madrid closing in. Kairat's steam that they had in the beginning of the match is starting to wave off. The quality disparity between the two teams is starting to show. 20 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Ceballos. Güler. Hüseyin. Güler. Ceballos. Oh, good football here, Güler. Mbappe. Great save from the goalkeeper. Great save from that goalkeeper. You know what? This keeper, it's clear that he's unexperienced and everything. But the movement he did right there, reading Mbappe where he's gonna go. And great link up here from Güler, Vini and Mbappe. Good stop from the keeper. Madrid closing in. Franco Mastantuono. Vini back to Courtois. Ceballos. Vini. Mbappe back to Vini. Vini goes. Great 1-2 between Vini and Mbappe. Vini. And it's another corner kick. Ceballos puts it in. Headed away. Ceballos. Fran Garcia. Güler. Alaba. Fran Garcia. Vini. Vini goes again. Looking good off this left side so far. Güler. Fran Garcia. Ceballos. Good ball there to Güler. Cleared away by Kairat. Oh, what a touch that could have been from Güler there. Dean Hüseyin, good ball there to Arda Güler. Oh, smart move there by Franco. That's a penalty. It's a very smart move there from Franco Mastantuono. He knew exactly what he was doing. And we talked about the experience of this Kairat Almaty goalkeeper. Penalty, por favor, Real Madrid. Is it a surprise? But great move there from Franco Mastantuono, and obviously a clear penalty. Gets to the ball, and the goalkeeper fouls him. And you know, the touch of Franco, the ball was gonna go out. If the keeper was a little bit smarter, he would just go to him, pressure him. But let's see if he can save it. Let's see if he can save it. Mbappe gets the goal for Real Madrid. 1-0 to Real Madrid. It was coming the past 15 minutes. Heavy pressure from Real Madrid. It's a bit unfortunate for Kairat conceding from a mistake. But it is what it is. How many pens does Mbappe have this season? Does he have 6 penalty goals? Is that... Oh, great tackle there. Fran Garcia. Yeah, let's hope Kairat keep pushing, man. I don't want them to give up, man. But... I don't know, man. Just unfortunate, that mistake. Not me supporting Kairat, but... I fear for them, man. Especially these small teams. They knew they could potentially do something, but... Let's see their response right here. Güler driving, Güler, Mbappe. Insane tackle there from the Kairat defender. Güler is looking very good this game. Oh, great ball from Güler to Vinicius. Vinicius with a lot of space. 1v1. Vinny has to cook. I mean, Vinny should have gone for goal there. Franco, great cross. Goalkeeper is out. Kairat Almaty with an opportunity. Kairat. No. Franco. Chouameni. Asensio. Franco gets it back. Back to Güler. Oh, Güler looking back to Franco there. Güler wins it again. Can you see Mbappe? Ceballos. Asensio. Chouameni. Alaba. Fran Garcia. I think about it. 30 minutes gone. 29 minutes gone. You're only 1-0 due to a penalty. Still good here from Kairat Almaty. Even though I think them potentially getting points in this game, it's a bit far-fetched. Dean Huysen, Güler, Franco, Ceballos, Chouameni. Yo, what's this Israeli doing, man?
Maten är klar.
Ja. Oh, Vinicius did it. Man, what is Vinny doing, man? Guller to Mbappe. Can Mbappe see Fran Garcia? No. Mbappe goes alone. Mbappe. Back to Garcia. Mbappe wants it back. Mbappe back to Fran. Ceballos. Tchouaméni. Asensio. Franco. Ooh. Yeah. Kairat can't even keep the ball at the moment. The pressure from Madrid is too high. Madrid just having fun here now. Ceballos. Guller. Easy for the keeper. Dean Huysen clears it away. Kairat here with, I mean, a throw-in is their best opportunity in the past, like, 10 minutes here. And they go back, trying to keep the ball here. They've just been running around the past, I don't know, 20 minutes. Goalkeeper goes for a long ball. Too much. Tchouaméni to Vinny. Vinny to Ceballos. Tchouaméni. Vinny. Oh, Kairat Almaty. Oh, it takes a heavy touch. Great tackle there from Tchouaméni. Franco gets there. Will Madrid punish them? They've already recovered here. Tchouaméni. Ceballos. Vinny. Like, Vinny has gotten so many 1v1s this game and he just doesn't want to. Ceballos. Alaba. Vinny. Garcia. Mbappe. Mbappe goes inside, looking for the shot. Goes for the cross to Franco. Great pass from Mbappe. Franco. Good shot there from Franco. Good pass from Mbappe. Mbappe looking good this game. And that's the thing with Mbappe. Last season, I trolled him a lot for the non-penalty goals and everything. Like, he didn't score non-penalty goals. The thing with Mbappe this season is, even when he's not scoring, he's playmaking. He's creating. He's dribbling. He's a constant threat. And this is what reminds me of, 21-22 Mbappe. He had the most goals for us that season. The most assists, the most dribbles, the most chances created. That's prime Mbappe. It's when he's a complete threat attackingly, and that's where he's been for Madrid this season. He scored in 8 consecutive games for Madrid in the France national team so far this season. I think he's only played 1 game which he hasn't scored in. Let me double check. Yeah, the only game Mbappe has not scored in this season is Mallorca. Güler. Great pass to Mbappe. Mbappe in a tight angle. Puts it back to Güler. Ten minutes left of this first half. Franco. Alaba. Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni loses the ball. Franco, Mbappe. Back to Franco. Franco to Vini. Ceballos. Güler. Oh, great ball by Güler to Fran. Goalkeeper is out. Madrid looking for the second right before halftime. Kairat moving the ball decently here. Whoa! That could have been something. Good movement there from Kairat. Madrid looking a bit mid off the ball there. But it goes to nothing. Going for Trevella. Trevellino. Ceballos. Back to Dean Huysen. Tchouaméni. Ceballos. Vini. Good ball from Vini. Mbappe with the touch. Mbappe keeps going. Mbappe! Goes for the shot, but goes over. And just look at the Mbappe. It's been Mbappe. Mbappe. Just constant threat. If you are a defender, these are the last players you want to face. Oof. The step over. Look at Mbappe looking like Dambouz here from the press. Even the commentator said Dambouz, man. Kairat, go for a long ball. Alaba, Dean Huysen. Franco. 6 minutes left of this first half. Kairat. Ball gets to the right side here. Cross comes in. Dean Huysen wins it. Ceballos back to Courtois. Kairat looking sometimes a bit interesting from the counter-attack. But the decision-making in the final third, that last pass, that last shot is what's missing from them. Ceballos to Guler in the pocket. He has Vinny on the left. Vinny straight to the goalkeeper. Kairat just letting Vinny take that shot. Franco. Dinhuisen wins the header again. And Kairat win a foul. Huijsen, Alaba. Couple of minutes left here of the first half. Vinny. Fran Garcia. How is that a foul? Like, how is this? Okay. I've just seen the hand. I just thought he pushed him with his back. Not pushed him, but like shielded him. But yeah. No, that's a foul. Oh, good ball there. Great touch from Mbappe. Mbappe. Vinny. Franco. Back to Mbappe. Ooh! Oi, 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 oi. Ay, that nutmeg from Mbappe. Bob up. If that was a goal, man. Yo. Dinhuisen. Ceballos. Courtois. Franco. Gives away the ball. Kairat Almaty with an opportunity right before halftime. Great defense from Dean Huysen, who's been impeccable so far this game, both with the ball and off the ball. No extra time, and that's halftime. Halftime. Yo, what's up, Bordip? No, Kvaratskhelia is not in the squad versus Barca. Mbappe may actually win the Ballon d'Or. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that can let... Because I think France is one of the favorites for the... France is one of the favorites for the World Cup. I don't think Madrid are one of the favorites for the Champions League. So if they go out early, that could cost him maybe. But Mbappe at the moment, the undisputed number one contender for the Ballon d'Or. It's relax, it's Kairat. No, but Mbappe's been doing this in this entire season. You know, when he scored that goal versus Atletico Madrid, obviously it's only one game, but that's because last season Mbappe, you know, scored goals in the small games, and then when the big games came, he shied away. Now he's doing it in the small and the big games. Obviously, we'll still have to see more. El Clasico coming up, Madrid versus Liverpool coming up. Those will be big tests for Mbappe. I knew we wouldn't score more. I mean, you haven't created like that many, like, yeah, you got a penalty. But apart from that, how many chances? You've had like small chances that maybe could have gone in, but you haven't created that enough. But honestly, shout out to Kairat. Shout out to Kairat. Let me prop them. How's the game so far? Kairat, you know, defending well, good without the ball, but Madrid just, you know, having obviously the quality over them. They got to go through a penalty, but apart from that, they haven't created that much. Kairat's had some openings, but the decision making in the final third, you know, shows that this is a Kazakhstani side. I just don't see how Mbappe is better than Yamal right now. Oh, this Yamal fucking PR, man. You can say Kane. You know, Kane is the one competing the best versus Mbappe. But no, let's hear Yamal, who's been injured for a month. Like, he shined away in the second half in Atletico game, though. He did. But, you know, sometimes I can put it on the team. Because he scored that goal, which is better. I mean, he faced Atletico a couple of times last season. He didn't do anything in the first or second half. So I guess it's an improvement. Now he can do in the first half at least. Carragher grouped with 1 point max. Look, they have 3 more home games after this. I don't know who they play, but I don't see them getting 1 point. Let me see. What was the worst last season? Because I'm sure nobody got 0 points. Let me see. Champions League table last season. No, you're right. Young Boys got 0 points and Slovan Bratislava got 0 points. Maybe. Yeah, more. Our attack is extremely underwhelming, man. Other than Mbappe is a saving grace. Yeah, Chouameni is bad because Baran, you know, Chouameni is good when the opposition is good with the ball because then his defensive ability comes in. But this game he's been having to use the ball, dictate and all of that, and he's not been that good with the ball. The way he is playing is similar or better than 21-22. I've said that this will be Mbappe's best season since 21-22. I still think 21-22 Mbappe was better, but obviously still the beginning of the season, but it's looking really strong. I hate being a Madrid fan, it sucks. Don't say that, man. You can say you hate how Madrid have been playing for a while, maybe since last season. But don't say you hate, I mean, look, when we were bad, like when Paris Saint-Germain were bad. I remember when we came back from the World Cup, we lost like 7 out of 20 games. I never said I hate being a PSG fan. I said I hate how we're playing, but don't say I hate being a Madrid fan, because if you say that, then when you win and win the Champions League, you can't say, oh, now I love being a Madrid fan. You can't be there for the good time and not be there for the bad time. You can say you hate how Madrid is playing. You can say you don't like Vinny. You can say Xabi Alonso, what is he doing? But don't say I hate being a Madrid fan. Mixalic FC will cook this Madrid side. Yamal's way better playmaking, dribbling, big chance. Put Yamal in Ajax and they will win their device. Put Mbappe in Ajax and would stay the same. I mean, that's just a complete lie, man. I mean, this is the issue I have with these Yamal fucking Glazers, is you just lie. You just said that if you put Yamal in Ajax and Mbappe, no, they will stay the same. Mbappe has like averaged at least 28 goals in every single league campaign he's had since like 1920. 18-19 as well. Like, so fucking delusional, man. Madrid can't even score open goal. Like, you know, it's a penalty and all. Oh my god, this is demonic. It is. Madrid, let me actually see. Have they created a single big chance apart from the goal? They've had 3 big chances, it says here. Let me see. Okay, let me see. What are Madrid's big chances? So one of them is Vinny. Obviously the chip. That's a big chance. And then it's Arda Güler. What was that? Minute 18? Was that a header or something? No, that was a save from the keeper. After that good link up, yeah. And then they got the penalty. But since then they haven't created a good chance. It's like they're like, all right, we 1-0. But obviously there's the second half. And I mean, shout out to Kairat, but it does not look like they will do something in the second half. Mbappe is not struggling this game. Why are you lying? Dembouz's PR is crazy. Never forget that Dembouz won the Ballon d'Or for pressing. Alright, that's the last time I'm responding to you. Like, I don't understand the point. What's the point in being an idiot? What's the point in being a troll, man? What the fuck? But this could be because Kairat fucking sucks. We might not even put it down to them. The only thing Madrid does good is playing with quickly through the lines with Huijsen and Arda, yeah. Like, what Arda always is waiting in that number 10 spot, Psych, receives the ball, turns immediately, and then he has the runners in Mbappe and Vinny. He also has Franco on the right side. I think Madrid would be even more dangerous if they had, you know, fullbacks that push up. Those would help Franco and Vinicius' game a lot. If they had like Nuno Hakimi as fullbacks or something. Barca PSG would have been up by 5 goals by now. Madrid is shit. Fair. That's valid. And what I feel about Madrid is they haven't looked bad this game, but they look worse than how they started off the season. It definitely feels like that defeat to Atletico Madrid has affected the team. The project's similar. I think they want the same kind of players or team. What do you mean? What do you mean by that play? Let's have a good game tomorrow. Unlucky with the injuries, I can't even watch this boring shit. Of course, they're going to win with a no-name team like that. Yeah, let's hope for a great game tomorrow. I'm very excited. We don't even have to hope for a great game. It's going to be a great game. And I'm very excited for it. Excited for tomorrow. Same here, Leo Big Me. Inshallah, round of 16 Madrid against Newcastle. I can't wait for Madrid to lose 6-0. But yeah, as I've been saying since the beginning of the season, I don't see this team winning the league. Yeah, Kvara is out from this team. Lucho, Xabi Alonso. The project similar. I think they want the same kind of players or team. A bit, obviously. The main reason though played or like main difference is that Luis Enrique got the full keys, which even me as a PSG fan we were critiqueful in the beginning. We changed so much so quickly, but Xabi Alonso really hasn't gotten the keys. We saw there was Atletico Madrid playing Jude as the 10, moving Güler away from the position he's been cooking in, continuing this Vinny and Mbappe. So it feels like next season will be the full Xabi Alonso season. This season it's like how can I say? It's half Xabi, half Carlo ball from last season. And then next season, maybe they look better. But they have already looked better, but not enough to, for example, win the Champions League or even win La Liga, maybe. How much did Mbappe's PR team pay you? I mean, you clearly don't know me then. Do you watch Liverpool or Chelsea next? I'll watch Liverpool Galatasaray and I'll be hate watching Marseille versus Ajax at the same time. What's your opinion on Salah, brother? Very great player. If we're talking about this season, I said this last season, he is playing for a contract renewal. He got the contract renewal. Obviously, the Liverpool team has looked mid, which can affect it, but we've seen Salah have stinkers and hide it with GA, and that seems to have run up. So, yeah, not the best start for Mohamed Salah so far this season. They got smoked by Atletico. Imagine if Barca PSG is playing against them. They're getting cooked. Against Kairat, yeah. 4-0 Barca tomorrow. PSG going to get destroyed. Now Newcastle are passionate rugby. Inshallah, merchants. What do you think about starting Hakimi right wing and Warren right back tomorrow? No. Just too much overthinking, too much, changes. Just play it simple, man. Arda Güler's a joy to watch, he is. Was a big club, Madrid or Barca? I'm gonna give it to Madrid. But I mean, yeah. Chiesa this season is better than Salah. The thing with Chiesa is only done it off the bench. It's easier to do it off the bench than starting. But Chiesa deserves more minutes. I've seen a lot of people say you should bench Salah. I don't think you should bench Salah for Chiesa, but I think Chiesa deserves more minutes. Maybe starting off the left instead of Gakpo. Do you think Nuno Mendes will handle the job against Yamal? I think Nuno Mendes will do a great job versus Yamal, but it'll be very tough. And there will be moments where, Yamal gets the better out of Nuno. Vinny to Saudi soon. It's either Premier League or Saudi, but as I've always said, Madrid, Perez, they obviously want him to go to Saudi because then they will receive much more money and they won't strengthen a direct European rival. Mbappe misses Lucho ball? I don't know. Mbappe likes now Madrid because the team is fully built around him. This suits him. Finally, after 5 years of not cutting my hair, I think it's time to go bald now, Mo. Facing some serious hair fall. Okay. I've never been in that situation, Joseph, nor have I had, friends that have been in that situation when it comes to the hair fall. So I don't really know what I can say. But yeah, it's a new adventure. Hair, I guess it's somewhat part of your personality, even though it isn't. But yeah, think about it as a new chapter in your life, Joseph. Sometimes I do that. Due is ducking Kobarsi. Kobarsi. But yeah, unfortunate Due couldn't play. Vin is so bad, bro. Just sad to watch at this point. It is, Varan. Just let it go. When did you become blonde, Mo? Maybe 10 days ago. You can already see my hair is growing back. Cooler 14. I saw your channel activity. You're always trolling and throwing slurs around. You must be a 14-year-old kid from the slums that somehow got Wi-Fi access. Wait, how can you see his channel activity? Or you've seen him comment on other channels whilst you've been there? Persians who did more for PSG and Mbappe than Booz? Oh, Dembele. And it's sad for Mbappe's case. I mean, Mbappe was here for 7 years. Dembele was here for 2 years. But Dembele has still done more. Led us to UEFA Champions League. Like Mbappe is PSG's top scorer. But before that, it was Edinson Cavani. So, it's a special thing for Mbappe, obviously being the PSG top scorer. But that's more of a longevity record than a peak record. Barca in October is scary. Remember that? Do you think the City duo will be the future number 10 of PSG? Can he be an elite goal scorer like Dembele last season? I think the City duo's future is like as a number 10, as a false 9, where he can get goals and assists. Dembele is more on goals. Maybe this season will pick up more assists, but I think he will be like 20 goals, 20 assists from the central area, creating. He's so physical as well. So I'm thinking more in the midfield as a number 10 rather than a false 9 maybe. But yeah, he's definitely the future number 10 of this team. Which Real Madrid players gets into the Paris Saint-Germain XI? Great question, Cardo Salah. Let's go for it. Goalkeeper, Courtois or Chevalier? Courtois. Right back, Hakimi or Carvajal Trent? Hakimi. Left back, Nuno Mendes or Carreras? Nuno Mendes. Centre backs, I'm going to put Dean Huijsen and Pau... No. What am I saying? Dean Huijsen and Pacho. Still need to see more from Zabarni, but I could potentially put Zabarni ahead of Dean Huijsen. You know, he hasn't been perfect. 2 red cards, a couple of mistakes as well. Midfield 3, I mean, it's easily João Neves, Fabian Ruiz, and Vitinha. I would not even suggest any other Madrid midfielder, despite, you know, the cheeky form of Tchouameni and Arda Güler this season. And up in attack, Ousmane Dembele, Khvicha Kvaratskhelia, and Kylian Mbappe. So Mbappe, Dean Huijsen, and Courtois get into the 11. Do you think Mbappe can win a Ballon d'Or in 2026 despite Madrid playing like this? Yes, because the World Cup will have a huge weight on it. But my hairline is cooked as fucks. Make sure both jeans and hair fall, and I'm afraid I'm never getting this much hair again. I mean, Joseph, obviously everyone, you know, loves their own hair and everything, but don't see it as a negative thing. You have to understand, when it comes to the appearance, nothing is really important. Nothing is really crucial. Society has wanted people to feel insecure about their height, about their hair, about pimples, about everything. But that doesn't make who you are, and you shouldn't care about it. That shouldn't be how you judge yourself. Obviously, people unfortunately judge people based upon their appearance, which is just, I mean, very disgusting. It just shows that they judge themselves. But don't judge yourself based on your appearance, Joseph. Think about it as just nothing. It is what it is. You know, Joseph, when it comes to stuff you can change in your life, you should change them if you want to change them. But when it comes to stuff you have no power of, the best thing is to accept and embrace it as soon as possible. That's how people become depressed about stuff. It's when they want to change something that they can't change, and their entire life they just have an insecurity about it. They're like, oh my God, I have such a big nose. Obviously, you can do a nose surgery, which is disgusting, but they'll be like all the time, oh, I wish I had a better nose. I wish I had a smaller nose. I wish... Don't do that. Don't wish, like, the appearance that you have is the appearance that you have, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just accept it, embrace it, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with having less hair or, you know, not having as much hair as before. That's just the natural process. I've not seen Luis Enrique's press match conference. I'll probably read through that in the pre-match podcast of Paris Saint-Germain versus Barca. Dude, is the reason you don't cut your beard because it's haram? If so many... Allah reward. Not gonna. My first impression of you were really bad because some of your comments on X. But I'm starting to like you, man. Yo, appreciate Ahmed Mohammed Mandoor. Very similar to my name as well. But yeah, I mean the main reason, yeah, I like for religious purposes. But then I also love having a beard. You know, when I was young, my dad has a really big beard, and I've always wanted a beard. And now I have a beard. I can, you know, sometimes when I'm thinking, I just do this. You know, this is a great feeling. This is a great feeling. And then I also think it's very pretty. It's very manly. And I want to have a beautiful full beard. Always Romano. Let's go, Joseph. Thank you. Appreciate the board, Dave. Banexai against Pafos. Neuer, Lima, Upamecano, Kim Guerrero. Kimmich, Pavlovic, Olise, Jackson, Diaz, Kane. Yo, Michael, I have Kane and Olise in my fantasy. And the company's going for a strong lineup, so hopefully a cook session, man. Like some 5-6 then. Just started watching. How was the first half? It was decent. Madrid controlling majority of the game. Not creating enough. Kairat, you know, good off the ball. They had the great spirits, playing with a lot of passion. But obviously they got a goal through the penalty. And yeah, let's see how the second half goes. I'm also on Reddit that some bums posted your Premier League tweet on Soccer Circle Jerk. They're cooking you, bro. Look, all the Premier League fans that disagreed with me on that, or everyone that disagreed with me on that, I completely do not understand them. Premier League fans truly live in their own bubble, and yeah, that's the best I can say. Appreciate it, my ex-less. Are you ever gonna do like a Japanese sensei beard? You give that wise man beard vibe. What's a Japanese sensei beard? Sensei beard. Ooh. No, I will never cut my beard, but I hope it can grow to that side, that size. But yeah, I won't cut off like the size or anything. How did you learn to speak English so well, bro? Obviously in Sweden, I think Netherlands has the best English. Like people, they're people talking English where English is not their primary language. And Sweden is the second. Second of all, I've had this YouTube channel for over 4 years now where I talk English all the time, and you know, your English will become perfect if you talk it all the time. Do you feel beard should be only grown if it's not patchy? No, I think every beard should be grown and treated the same. I think what's happened most is, you know, the media. You got to think about it. All of these makeup companies, all of these beauty companies, they want you to feel insecurities. They want you to be insecure about your nose, about your eyes, about your eyebrows, about your hair, about your head, about your forehead, about your finger, about your arm. They want you to feel insecure because it's those insecurities that then make you go and have a nurse surgery and pluck your eyebrows and cut your hair and do this and do that. So what you have to understand is their game. Their game is trying to make you insecure, which eventually will lead you to, as they say, looks maxing or improve your appearance, which doesn't make any sense. Like what's happened to men is what's been happening to women ever since the 70s, which is makeup. Like makeup, how makeup, modern makeup came to existence was make women insecure, make them show a bunch of 10 out of 10 women and say, this is how a woman should look. Women get insecure by it and then try to look smacks and improve their appearance, which eventually will make other women more insecure. Because in the beginning, just a few women use makeup. But then the more women use makeup, the more pressure was on the women that don't use makeup. You know, for example, if a woman goes to work without her makeup, people will ask, are you all right? Did something happen yesterday? When she is completely normal. So don't ever fall for the insecurities these filthy Zionistic Jewish companies want to put on us. You know, embrace yourself. You know, the thing that makes us humans so beautiful is obviously the similarities, but also the differences between us. You know, not everyone is supposed to have perfect teeth. Mbappe! Kiki! Mbappe! Great goal from Mbappe to start off the second half. Great goal from Mbappe. Showing Vinny how it's done. Showing Vinicius how it's done. Who put the pause there? Oh, it was just some random long ball. Wow. Madrid up 2-0. This is exactly what Kairat didn't want. Great goal there. (2-0) to Real Madrid. Did I feel like a psychology class? No, I know a lot about human psychology. You know, when people have problems, they come to me because I understand how humans work, and I understand how, you know, they're trying to manipulate and abuse humans. So, oh, it was a Courtois assist. Wow. (14 goals and 2 assists in 11 games this season. Where's that dude that said that Yamal is better than Mbappe this season, man? I'll be back 1 second. All right. Kairat. Ooh, cheeky. Franco. Arda Güler goes for a nutmeg. Good interception there from Dean Huysen. Güler. Mbappe. Oh, Mbappe! Vinny, Mbappe! That is absolutely beautiful. Mbappe knows he should have done better there. Mbappe knows he should have done better there. That was an amazing one too. Amazing backheel pass there to Vinny. And great from Vinny giving it back to Mbappe. Mbappe needs to be scoring that. Look at that backhand nutmeg from Mbappe. Alaba plays the long ball. Great long ball there to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe has Güler in the middle. Bad pass. Very bad pass there from Mbappe. And now Madrid can just... They're just going to spam long balls to Mbappe now. Vinny loses. Shot straight at Courtois. Probably the first shot on target from Kairat this game. $30 left. Woo! Great shot, great save from Courtois. Cross comes in. Headed away. Counter-attacking from Madrid. Vinny. Vinny to Mbappe. Franco! Goes for the shot, but I should be looking for Vinny there for the tap-in. Güler. Mbappe. Güler. Mbappe. Mbappe to Vinny. Great pass from Mbappe. Is offside. Just a heavy touch there from Vinny. Oh, the Israeli is going off. Yalla, leave the pitch, man. Triple substitution here from Kairat. Trying to get something here from the last 25 minutes. Asensio. What is he doing, man? 25 minutes left. Oh, great try from Goulet. Great pass to Kylian Mbappe. And the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is out. Well, I was not expecting that. I thought that would be Mbappe's hat-trick there. Quick off his line. Penalty! But it looked like he got the ball. It looked like, if anyone remembers Van Dijk tackle on Neymar. But let me see. Let's get a replay here. Wow, look at the Kazakhstani keeper praying in the back. Let me see. It looked like, you know, he gets the ball and then takes the player with him. No. Let me see. Yeah, clear pen. Clear penalty. Yeah, clear penalty. Like, when you charge in like that, you gotta get the ball. But he gets his leg instead. Wow, we might have an interesting end to this game. You know, with all the openings that Mbappe got, you thought, yeah, it's over, but... Hello. A VAR check? What? Yeah, they're gonna remove it. They're gonna remove it somehow. No penalty? What? What? Well, I mean, that's game over. If Kairat had anything in the game, it would have been that, man. Long ball there. Ooh, cheeky touch there. Rodrigo. Is that Rodrigo? What, Vinny got taken off? Yeah, Vinny's not going to be happy about that. He's getting subbed out 70th minute all the time. But think about it. If Guler for an Olympico. So Rodrigo's competing with Vinny, Franco's competing with Brahim, Mbappe's competing with Gonzalo. What that means is Bellingham is competing with Arda Güler. Bellingham is competing with Arda Güler for that 10 spot. And I think Arda Güler is going to win that battle. The only thing they could do is they sell Vinny, play Mbappe off the left. But yeah, hopefully Xabi plays who's best. Look, if Bellingham is performing better than Güler, play him. If Güller's playing better, play him. But don't play because of PR. Don't play Bellingham because PR. Alright, don't play him because he has better hairline or his light skin, has a girlfriend. No, play him if he's better. Which, I mean, it would be very hard for Bellingham to be better than Güler. Oh, Rodrigo! Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Hat trick for Kylian Mbappe. But I'm not even here to talk about the Mbappe goal. That run from Rodrigo, better than anything Vinny has done this game. This competition is gonna be tough. Rodrigo is gonna kick Vinny out of the club, man. What a goal, man. What an amazing goal here. Superb goal. Superb goal, man. Rodrigo. Absolutely amazing there from Rodrigo, man. Absolutely amazing. Maybe more goals here. Mbappe, Rodrigo. Mbappe. Rodrigo, wow. I mean, this could be the time for Rodrigo to take Vinny's spot, honestly. Tchouaméni, Mbappe. I wouldn't be surprised if he takes Vinny's spot. Yo, Nicholas, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Appreciate it a lot, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for that incredible burp. Hope to hear more. I mean, it wasn't me, but thanks so much for the super chat, Nicholas. Thanks så mycket. You might as well just end the game now, man. But Mbappe, 5 goals in the Champions League so far. Absolutely insane. Madrid gonna get more. And you know what? Looking at the prediction, don't get more. 3-0 would be me hitting jackpot with the prediction. Keep it 3-0. Wow, tough challenge there from Chouameni. Arda Güler. Gonzalo and Camavinga to come up. Wait, will Mbappe go off? Yeah, Mbappe off. Ten minutes left. Let's read chat, man. What happened to Colomani, man? Well, I guess he's not starting in the Spurs game? I have no clue, man. I have no clue. You know, I like the new strategy from PSG, wanting to sell players for the right price. But sometimes you have to take a deficit, man. Sometimes you have to take a cut, man. We need to take a cut and just sell him, man. Same with Gonzalo, obviously. Camavinga. Rodrigo. Camavinga! Well, 4-0 to Real Madrid. The prediction is gone. Wow, Rodrigo. Camavinga gets a goal. Great for his confidence coming back from injury. Great assist there from Rodrigo. I like how PSG and Barca fans are getting closer to each other. Let's hope for a nice game tomorrow. Yes, sir, Luffy. Right on the prediction. Please do my best next time. Well, you just became incorrect, man. Unfortunate. Which game are you watching after this? I'll be live. So when the stream ends, I'll finish it off and everything. And then we'll be live for Liverpool, Galatasaray, and Marseille and Ajax at the same time. Can you show a Janto and a Jangel comp later on the pre-match? 100% sorry, just remind me. Kairat Almaty pushing here. Want to get a consolation goal like they did versus Sporting Lisbon. Kairat Almaty straight to Courtois. Camavinga to Rodrigo. Fran Garcia puts it in. Cleared away. Ah, Rodrigo. Ah, Rodrigo. Ah, Rodrigo. All right, there we go. We have scheduled the stream now. That will be after this one. So, for everyone watching, we will be live for Liverpool versus Galatasaray and Marseille Hate Watch versus Ajax at the same time. And then after that, we'll have a pre-match podcast for PSG versus Barca. No, I've not read that Vitinha hasn't trained today. I'm actually seeing some PSG reports. Neves, Ruiz and Vitinha trained with the group on the eve of the match. No, they all trained. You're probably looking from the report from Monday. Ça va Orléans, wesh khoya, labas? It's closing in Orléans. We are 24 hours and 28 minutes away from PSG Barca. Bring Rodrigo to PSG. Tanzi reported that Vitinha didn't participate to the full training session, that his presence against Barca is uncertain. Why has nobody reported that? Like, who's reported that? I can't find that report. Ruiz and Neves trained normally. Vitinha did not push himself on the eve of the clash. From Le Parisien. OP's report posted that Vitinha remains uncertain for the game versus Barca. The Portuguese midfield did not participate in the entire training sessions today. I still think he will start. That just means he won't be like a 100%. He's calm. Three minutes at a time. Rodrigo, straight at the keeper. Don't let this game for you. Rodrigo is not all that. I mean, for me, it's not. Obviously, Rodrigo has been good today. But for me, I'm looking at Vinny. Vinny played the same game. Vinny played the same opponent. Rodrigo. Bellingham. Straight at the keeper. Pigeon, we've got your other rivals tomorrow. Are you talking about Monaco? I wouldn't call it. I think Marseille are rivals. Monaco, I mean, they're just, you know, a top team in Ligue 1. Not our rivals, but yeah, interesting game. We all remember when City faced off Monaco last time. Let's see if this game is more as memorable. But should be a good game. Even though Monaco looked very mid in their first Champions League game versus Club Brugge. Brahim Diaz, great finish. Great finish from Brahim Diaz, and that ends it for a wonderful night here for Real Madrid. 5-0. 5-0 to Real Madrid. What do I think of Madrid? A good team, but still need improvement to challenge versus the best teams. If Vinny doesn't get benched next game in the league, there's some hierarchy. Reward the players doing well so they can fight for 11. 100%. You know, that's a big thing that Xabi has brought to Madrid is the competition. But obviously what we saw with Atletico when Bellingham just started that game and Güler was put to the right side, we saw the PR come in. Xabi Alonso has to stay consistent. Do not let PR fool you. And that ends the game, people. Alright. Alright, people. I will quickly go record the video. The stream is already scheduled for the Liverpool-Marseille one if you want to sit there and wait. But we will be live in 15 to 20 minutes watching Liverpool, Galatasaray, and Marseille versus Ajax. Hopefully, guys, have enjoyed this watch along. And as usual, allez.